Do you know that bread is native to Sri Lanka? With a history spanning over 1,000 years, Sri Lanka's culinary heritage shines with flatbread and unique creations like gediapa. While the Portuguese introduced pau or pong over 5,000 years ago, Sri Lankan bread traditions stand apart. Chef Sudheera stepped into a traditional bakery to explore the secrets of these timeless recipes. From ancient techniques to cultural influences, his journey promised a feast of flavors and fascinating stories. Chef Sudheera met Lalit, the owner of Katagota Bakery in Kandy, and Viraj, his assistant at the bakery, to gain their knowledge regarding bread and bakery practices. Every day, they start work around 3 a.m. before sunrise, as the bread needs to be delivered to the shop by at least 6:30 a.m. First, make a well with plain flour and add yeast, butter, sugar, salt, and water. Then, mix by hand, as it is a rather heavy task, which takes about an hour of mixing.
ඉතල පාම් පිච්චෙන්න කොච්චර යනවද මේ
විනාඩි පැය භාගයක් විතර
කොච්චර පුළුවන්
ඒක වඩියනේ තමයි පැයක් වෙනක් වඩිය වැඩි වුණොත් පැයක් විතර පිච්චෙනවා මේක අහලා ඉතෝරෝ දැන් අපි මැෂින් එකකින් ගහලා අහලා දාපුවම වුණත් ඒක මහයඹුල කියලා තමයි කියන්නේ
මහයඹුල
මහයඹුල තමයි කියන්න ඕනේ පැයක් විතර.
Afterwards, shape it into one big dough called mahaambula and allow it to rise until it doubles in size.
අපි දැන් මේ ගින්දර දානවනේ. ගින්දර දාලා මල්ලි මේ උඩ ඔක්කොම සුදු කරගන්න ඕනේ. මේක ගින්දර දාලා උඩ නිකන් ගින්දර දැම්මම වැඩක් නැහැ. උඩ ඔක්කොම සුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. මේ හතර වටම සුදු කරගන්න.
To begin, wood is placed inside the oven and the fire is lit until the inner part of the roof turns white in color.
පිපුම් මට්ටමට ආවට පස්සේ දාන්න විනාඩි 10ක් 15ක් හෝ විනාඩි 20ක්. අපි මේක අඟුරු කොක්කෙන් මේ ලොකු කොක්කෙන් මේක ඔක්කොම මෙහෙම තුනී කරනවා. ඔක්කොම වෙලා විනාඩි 15කින් 20න් පස්සේ මෙතෙන් අඟුරු බොක්කට ගන්නවා මේක. මේ තියෙන්නේ. මේක ඇතුළට ගන්නවා අර තැටිය මම දැන් එළියට දැම්ම නේද? ඒ තැටිය තියලා ගන්නවා. මෙතෙන් තමයි දාන්නේ තැටිය. අපි අතේ ගන්න රස්නේ බලන්න. අත ඇතුළට දා මේ රස්නේ වලට අපිට දැනෙනවා.
This is important, as during this time, the oven reaches the appropriate temperature it needs for baking.
රස්නේ අපි ගන්න අතේ ගන්න ඕනේ. පැයක් වහලා තියන්න ඕනේ. නෑ වැහුවොත් නිවෙනවනේ ඔක්සිජන් යන්නේ නැහැ ඇතුළට. එන ඇතුළේ පීඩනය යන්න තමයි එහා පැත්තේ කනත් ඇරි. එහා පැත්තේ කන. දැන් කන තියද්දි පත්තු කරොත් පත්තු වෙනවා. පත්තු වුණාට අර හරියට පත්තු වෙන්නේ නැහැ. ඇතුළේ පීඩනය.
While heating, the oven door should be opened at some point in time. This, in turn, allows for the right amount of oxygen to flow in, which is needed to maintain the pressure inside the oven for the even temperature to be effective. Once the oven is at the right temperature, it is time for dough preparation.
මේ පිටි බැඳෙනවා අරවම බැඳිච්චාම ඉතින් මේ දංගන දාරවලේ බැඳෙනවා මේ තියෙනවල බැඳිච්චාම මේ තරහේ පොඩි වෙනස්කම් වෙනවා. එතකොට ඒක අපි මෙතනින් හදා ගන්නවා පිටි පොඩ්ඩක් හරි උඩින් අලවලා මේ අලවලා තියෙන්නේ. මේ ගාන උඩ මේක මේ උතුර හරි ගස්ස ගන්නවා අපි ගාන.
The large dough is broken down into small portions, known as podiambula. To ensure uniform size, a balance is used, which helps maintain consistency in the bread. Each portion of dough is carefully shaped by hand to ensure it is neat and ready for baking. Then, small portions of dough are placed into baking trays to enhance the flavor and texture Coconut oil is applied on top of each piece of dough. This gives the bread a golden, crispy finish once baked. At this stage, the oven has reached the ideal temperature, with the inside of the roof turning white in color. The process at this stage involves clearing the ash and coal that have accumulated inside the oven from the fire. This is done using a coal broom or angurukossa, which will help in properly cleaning the oven floor. Once the ash and coals are removed, then the inside of the oven is cleaned with a wet ash broom or alukossa until it is nice and clean for the dough. At this point, the prepared trays with small portions of dough are placed inside the oven. The bread is then baked perfectly, ensuring that each piece has the characteristic golden brown color and a delicious aroma from the wood-fired heat. Traditional and time-tested, this method of baking bread makes sure that the bread is full of flavor while also retaining that unique taste delivered by baking in a wood-fired oven.
This is traditional Sri Lankan bread name called tatipang. Sounds like crazy. Edges are crispy, middle is very soft. I feel the wood fire feel. It's so delicious. It's really delicious.
Attention to every detail in each stage, from dough preparation to oven management, creates that perfect loaf loved by so many. In the Dutch era, more bakeries came into existence, and under the law of the Dutch, anyone wishing to open a bakery or bakare had to attend church every Sunday. Sri Lanka developed the concept of a bakery from the Portuguese and began evolving it further. The Portuguese introduced sourdough starters to leaven bread when they arrived, somewhat similar to the authentic appa culture in Sri Lanka. However, the appa culture in Sri Lanka was at an advanced level with its peculiar aroma and flavor. Being inspired by this, Sri Lankan bread makers developed their own unique bread starter, often referred to as alabeheth, from potato, toddy, and herbs. This uniqueness carries over into the Sri Lankan varieties of bread, such as thatipang, achupang, and rospang, with their distinctive recipes, textures, tastes, and shapes, unlike those found in any other country. Today, Sri Lankans use yeast instead of alabeheth, as the process of making alabeheth takes 2 to 3 days, which is no longer feasible due to time constraints. No bakery is without an oven, or, as it is traditionally known in Sri Lanka, a pornua. It is, in fact, the most essential instrument in any bakery. While in most modern industrial setups the world over, electric ovens or gas ovens are predominantly used, in Sri Lanka, the Daraporanu or wood-fired ovens remain in good stead. This is due to the taste of bread that comes from a Daraporanu, which is unique and an all-time favorite, besides being in high demand. The peculiar construction makes the Sri Lankan wood-fired ovens different from others. In building them, the base is made with bricks, granite, soil, sand, quartz, cracked glass, salt, and bloodstones in thick layers, respectively. This combination allows the oven to retain heat for up to 10 days. Moreover, the half-curved roof is laid with soil and sand to retain the heat for a long period, and it is approximately 3 feet thick. This ingenuity of the Daraporanu preserves not only the heat effectively, but also continues to uphold the rich culinary tradition that keeps Sri Lankans in touch with their heritage through the distinct and delicious taste of wood-fired bread. After many years of use, when the ovens are renovated, all materials are removed and the salt used in the base is carefully collected. Known as Sahindalunu or rock salt, this salt possesses significant medicinal properties. It is renowned for its ability to improve metabolism, maintain the body's pH balance, and promote oral hygiene by cleaning teeth. Rock salt is primarily used in traditional medicine for its therapeutic benefits.
This is another flavorful day in the candy. Let's see what's going around here.
After completing his research at the bakery, Chef Sudheera arrived in Kandy, interested in trying vibrant street food in the lively town for dinner. Of all the options available, he had kottu, the most loved food in the country. Though originating from Batticaloa, it is a more modern culinary creation that quickly gained popularity nationwide. Kottu owes its deliciousness to a perfect blend of fresh vegetables, aromatic spices, and various meats, all mixed with finely chopped rotis, similar to Indian parathas. In India, this roti is known as kottu roti. The dish is celebrated not only for its flavors, but also for the rhythmic clatter of metal blades against the hot plate during preparation, a sound that adds to its charm. Savored by Chef Sudheera while enjoying this classic dish, this unique combination of texture and spices produces a meal both satisfying and unforgettable, an epitome of the essence of local street food culture.